Hey guys, welcome back to Bougie Baddies. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be doing a hair tutorial. You will be needing a brush to comb your hair and a brush to part your hair, as well as 2 elastics and a bigger elastic. So I'm going to start off by brushing all my hair to remove any tangles and to make sure it's really easy to Dutch braid our hair. Then I'm going to part my hair the desired way that I want it. I parted it to the side a little bit. So I parted it all the way down into 2 sides, and I'm going to be taking this little scrunchie and I'm going to be taking one side of the hair and basically putting it up just to make it easier to Dutch braid the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna brush it again just to make sure that I removed all the tangles and anything that might be stuck in my hair. Just kidding. Okay, so I started off by taking a piece of the front and I'm going to part it into 3 different little sections. Try to make these sections as even as possible. And then I'm going to be taking the hair from the top, putting it under the middle part. Then I'm going to be taking the hair closest to my eyes and putting that right underneath the bottom of the middle strand as well. Now I'm going to start adding hair. So that strand at the top of my head, I'm going to take a small piece and add it to that hair. Then I'm going to be taking the hair that I got and putting it right underneath the middle strand and pulling it. So we're going to be doing the same thing, getting some hair, and then taking that hair, I'm going to put it right underneath the middle strand. And make sure you keep it tight, just because the tighter you pull, the tighter the braid will be. Okay, we're going to be doing the same, getting the strand from the top of our head, adding some hair, putting it underneath the middle strand. Then we're going to be taking the hair closest to our eyes, grabbing some hair, and putting it underneath the middle strand as well. And we're just going to repeat until we have no more hair left. So again, we're going to be grabbing some hair from the top of our head, adding it to the top piece, and then we're going to be taking that piece and placing it right under the middle strand. And as you can see, it's starting to form that really pretty nice Dutch braid. So now we're going to be taking the hair at the bottom closest to our eyes, and we're going to add some hair. And just make sure that you don't mix up your hair, because then it's going to be very difficult to know what you're doing with your hair, and you're gonna mix it up and you're gonna end up in a tangled mess. Okay, again, from the top of our head, we're gonna add some hair, place it underneath the middle strand, and then we're gonna be taking the bottom strand closest to our eyes, grabbing some more hair and going under the middle strand and pulling. And just repeat until you get to the bottom. It is a little bit hard doing it on your own, but practice makes perfect. Just keep practicing until you get it. And if you have little flyaways, or if your hair is flying everywhere and you have smaller pieces, you can pin them with bobby pins. And just make sure you hide the bobby pins inside the braid, just so it'll create a seamless look. Okay, we reached the bottom. We're going to continue doing the same, grabbing some hair on the top part of the braid, going down underneath the middle strand, then the lowest strand closest to our ear. We're gonna add hair to that, and we're gonna put it right underneath the middle strand and repeat. I have a little bit more hair left. Okay, now we're just gonna braid it like normal. We're gonna take the top part, the one that's furthest away from my ear, placing it underneath the middle strand without adding any hair. Then we're gonna be braiding with the strand closest to our ear, placing it under the middle strand, and so forth. So now that we reached the bottom, we're going to put an elastic. The way that you know you reach the bottom is when your little hairs start falling off from your braid, and just tie it up with an elastic. This side is done, and that's how it looks. There's that one. Now we're gonna do the second braid. Tick tock, tick tock. Just kidding. It's really easy to make a braid. It's not time consuming at all, so we're just gonna keep brushing our hair like we did on the other side. Brush, brush, brush. Then I'm gonna be taking a top strand from the top of the hair, and I'm gonna be dividing it into 3 parts like I did on the other side. It's just me showing you. Make sure that the 3 strands are as even as possible, just so it'll make it easier. Okay, we're gonna take the top strand, place it underneath the middle strand. Then we're gonna be placing the strand closest to our eyes, placing it underneath the middle strand as well. And now we're gonna take that top strand and we're gonna start adding hair, because that's what we did with the other side. That's where we started. So it does take a lot of practice, but don't give up. Just keep practicing and you'll get it. We're going to do the same. Part it in 3 different ways. Make sure they're even as possible. We're going to be placing the top strand underneath the middle strand, pulling it, placing the strand closest to our eyes underneath the middle strand. Then we're going to be taking some hair at the top strand, placing it under the middle strand, and repeating for the strand closest to our eyes. Picking up some hair, adding it to the side, and placing it under the middle and pulling. Make sure you do pull as you go, and that you're moving the braid to the direction that you want the braid to go to. I want the braid to go away from my face, so I'm pulling it away from my face, keeping it as tight as possible. Gonna be getting some hair at the top strand, placing it underneath the middle strand. Now we're gonna take some more hair at the bottom strand closest to our eyes, adding some hair, putting it underneath the middle strand. The top strand, we're gonna add some hair, put it underneath the middle strand, and the bottom strand closest to our eyes, we're gonna add some hair, put it underneath the middle strand, and pull. Make sure you keep pulling, and just repeat until you get to the bottom and have no more hair left to add. Hey guys, so I did a poll on Instagram while you watched me braid, whether you wanted me to do a weekly vlog, a crime video, what it's like to wake up at 5 a.m. for a week, or my 5 a.m. routine. And so far you guys have wanted me to do the crime video. That's the one with the most likes, so that is the video that will go up on Tuesday. If you have any suggestions on which crime you want me to talk about, definitely let me know in the comments section, and I will place a poll on my YouTube video of some suggestions. You can add any suggestions if you don't see any. And now that we don't have any more hair, we're just gonna braid it like normal all the way down until we don't have any more hair left to braid. This is such an easy summer hairstyle. You can wear this to the beach, the pool, to a party, and just add some like little pretty shiny clips in your hair. You can add some flowers in the braids. You can go all out with this look. Just make sure you tie it. I'm just taking some little hairs out to frame my face. You can definitely put some gel on your baby hairs to make it look more put together. But here is my finished look. Oh, just kidding. I decided to take a little bit more hair out. Being extra as always. And as always, I love you, my bougie baddies, and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm talking on my own.